Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So this is testing my camera out because it's acting weird. Like even right now it's kind of like freezing. I just need to get a new laptop, or I need to figure out what's going on with my my camera, my recording thing, because it's acting funky. So as you can see, I am getting myself ready because I'm that. I think the lighting's good. Okay, so you know the drill. I am here to deliver messages to the people who want to hear it. This one's thicker. And I really don't have a I'm looking at JoJo. I put a little avocado. Hey! That's not to play with. I put a little avocado pit, you know, with the little sticks on a little thing of water so it can start, you know, growing some roots. And he's over there about to knock it down. It's not gonna last. I'm gonna have to move it eventually, but for now, while I see it, I will protect it. Maybe we need to protect ourselves from curious cats who are batting at what we're investing in, our energy. I'm gonna use the Celtic Tarot. Yep. Hope everybody's doing well. Things are, you know, moving along on my end. I don't know what's going on astrologically. I don't know what the fuck's going on in the world anymore. Like, I'm just so out of the loop. I just pop out from underneath my rock every now and then to get some fresh air, to deliver some messages, and then I go right back under. And my rock is just filled with like busy shit. Work, mom life, and housekeeper. That's it. I'm a working housekeeping mother. I hope everybody's doing well. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just know I wanted to read some tarot before I got started on all my chores. I just tackled the kitchen because when I tell you, when I get busy and tired from like my work week and just, you know, transporting my daughter to another district school without a car and just all of that jazz, and working that my 1 or 2 days off, like the first day I don't do nothing. And mind you, my place really becomes like a store, like a closet. Everything gets thrown everywhere. I get home, I just take off shit. I throw shit like everywhere. I even do laundry, but then I don't fold it. I just leave it there in a pile on the floor. Like, those are clean. And then my dirty clothes go in the dirty clothes hamper. So like I keep those separated, but like if you look at it, it's just looks like a mess. Currently, I have freaking all the coats and sweaters and jackets that I've worn throughout the week, including my daughter, are just thrown over the couch because I don't like. I'm too lazy to go around the corner from my door to put my coats up. Like I'm trying to make my house more efficient to coincide with my laziness, but still be organized and put together. So I bought a shoe organizer, which I do need to mount that to the wall because the way it's tilted forward, you can't really open the bottom without the whole thing like wobbling and possibly falling over. Anyway, I bought a shoe cabinet where you like, it's a drawer, you pop open and you slide your shoes in and you close it. It's quaint because before I had shoes all over the goddamn place. You can't go into my house without tripping over a shoe or two. So I got one of those. Now I want to get something for my coats, even though it's only temporary. I mean, we're about to go right back into the hot season. you know, and I won't need that coat rack. So for now, I guess I'm just gonna, as I'm talking, I'm realizing, I'll just use the back part of my couch and throw all my sweaters on there. And at the end of my week, on my day off, I'll put them all away. So that's what I'm doing today. Yesterday I was off, but I didn't do nothing. I slept. And then I even ate out. I said I was going to cook. I didn't. We ate out. I took her to the playground after school. And, you know, we just spent the whole day out. But I did sleep while I was here, so I didn't get anything done. So now I'm going to put all of my clean clothes away. I'm going to hang everything up because I have her for one more day. And then she goes to her dad's house. And then I start my work, like, night shift week. So I'm going to be working late. And it's just going to be... You know, I have to get the house ready for the next mess. For the next week's mess. So I can't have mess on top of mess because that'll drive me nuts. So I have to clean it all up so I can make a mess again. That's my life. I'm sure that's every parent or working person's life. Even if they don't have a kid. Just tired and lazy. Anyway. What is this reading about? I don't know. I have no idea. So let's see. We're going to find out together. I have a little more energy today. I'm still kind of tired, but I have a little more energy today. Which is why I'm going to tackle everything before I have to go pick her up. I already told her I'm not picking you up early. I'm going to pick you up a little later. Because I'm going to try to get as much done. I even have to clean her bathroom so she could take a nice hot melatonin bath, bubble bath tonight. Because she's starting not to feel, she's starting to get the runs, the sniffles, and it's coming out like yellow. So I'm like, alright, that's congestion for sure. And it all started when she came back from Orlando. She went up to Orlando to visit Disney with my brother, her uncle, and my brother's daughter, her cousin, second birthday celebration. So she went up there and it was cold up there. And I don't know, maybe it's just me or maybe it's just being a mom. Like, you're not there to make sure she is dressed properly because I feel like I'm the only person who thinks beyond a certain point. Not just the bare minimum. Oh, she has a sweater on. No, it's fucking cold. You need layers. And you need a certain kind of layers on top of layers. Like, you know, like that's just how my mind works. So I wasn't there and I had a feeling she was going to come back sick and she's back sick. No, just whatever. She had fun, right? That's what counts. But I also don't want her to fucking, you know, have to get sick. I know kids get sick, but like I hate it when she gets sick because it's like I could have prevented it. Or something. Maybe it's just me being mom. I don't know. I don't know if all mothers are like that. I'm sure most mothers are like that, but like I just get very like. And then her dad makes fun of me because he's just like he doesn't understand the depth of thought that I put into her daily attire. He doesn't. And why would he? I mean, he wears sandals when it's cold out. That's him. You know what I mean? Anyway, he is from up north, not much north, Georgia, but still, you know, it still like trips me out when I see it. I'm like, I'm cold just looking at him. Like, put on another sweater, put some socks on. Like, I don't know, I don't know, but it's driving me nuts. And just how he drives me nuts, I drive him nuts with the amount of coverage I put on her when it's cold out. Or when I think it's cold out, because I easily get cold. I'm a Miamian. I'm a fucking lizard. I can bask in the sun for hours while he's getting red and like complaining about how hot it is, and I'm just like, it's beautiful. And he's the opposite. It's so nice out. I'm like, I'm freezing. Anyway, enough about that. Welcome to my channel. All right, this is enough shuffling. Let's get it started. I hope everybody's doing well. Well, before I do that, let's see if I can get some burnage on here. Let's see if I can get this started. sometimes I worry about myself because just now, like I do stuff like this where I'm going to go get something and I go to I go to the completely wrong area to get it. Like I went to go get my lighter, which is in the drawer. I literally just went into the fridge looking for the lighter. And that kind of scares me sometimes. I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I can only imagine when I'm old and, like, how my mind just kind of, like, I don't know. I don't even know what I was thinking. Maybe I want something from the fridge. I don't know. I have my coffee. I'm not hungry. I don't know. But shit like that be worrying me. I'm just like, am I all right? Is everything okay? Brain-wise? Oh, speaking of which, I started taking ashwagandha again because I started noticing that I'm getting really angry lately. And I don't know if it's just me or it's just the people. I work in the restaurant industry, so you already know how that goes. If you have ever been in a restaurant as a server, I feel like no matter where you go, people are just entitled when they go out to eat. Like, I just don't understand. Maybe it's like they don't feel fulfilled in their daily life, so they go out to eat to feel like they're somebody important, and they act snobbish. And it's retarded. But anyway, so I started taking ashwagandha to help with my mood, to keep me a little more uplifted. And it's funny because, no, it's not funny. It has nothing to do with that. But anyway, I changed my stone to rhodochrosite. It's supposed to help with stuff. I don't really know what my stones do. It's just I gravitate to it. I put it on for a reason, you know. And all the stones are great, right? This one doesn't leave my arm. Maybe I should take it off. It's an onyx, and I know onyx can be a little intense. Let's do that, shall we? Got my stone here. Overall, so this is my 4th day taking ashwagandha. Last time I took it, I saw a difference. I'm not even gonna lie, but I did also read that you can't take it for long periods of time, like 3 months, and then get off of it and then get back on it later on. I kind of was doing a while, and it's supposed to like what it's supposed to help with. If you take it for too long, it starts to do the opposite. So I did notice a little bit of that, but I don't know if it was my head or it was actually doing that. So I weaned myself off and I got off of it. But it's been like a long time since I've taken it. So I was like, I think it's time for another 3 months of ashwagandha. Alright, that's good enough. Let's put it here so it can burn. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna split it. I'm gonna look at it. Alright, so we got the Father and we got the Knight of Shields in reverse. Oh, and underneath that, we have the High Priestess and the Page of Cups. Alright, I'm going to stop there because both of them are now reverse. I don't know why I did that, but I did it. So we're dealing with 2 people. We're dealing with the High Priestess and the Father. These are 2 very strong characters in the tarot. I'm trying to do it so you don't get the glare of my what is it? I was like, what is this glare? It's the window over there. Okay, so this is the High Priestess and the Father. 2 very strong characters in the tarot. The High Priestess is a major, and the King of Wands is not a major arcana, but he is one of the higher royal suits. Kind of like in the playing cards, King, Queen, Jack. Yeah, King, Queen, and Jack. Well, in tarot is King, Queen, Page, and Knight. Or King, Queen, Knight, then Page. Page is the last one. Or the first one, I should say. They both got a card next to them. Like I said, the Father has the Knight of Shields in reverse. And the High Priestess has the Page of Cups upright. I like this duo. This one is a little confusing only because he should have his knight upright. Because when his knight is reversed, there's a sense of uncertainty, especially in the realm of pentacles. It's like they're both coming from a different place. Like the high priestess is ruled by the moon, and then seeing the page of cups, that's emotions, and the moon is ruled by the moon has a very huge influence on your emotions because of the waxing and the waning, the push and pull that it does within us. They're clearly on two different parts. It's like masculine and feminine, I'm not even gonna lie. Even the clarifier is matches the masculine and feminine of the main card. I feel like the high priestess is coming in very certain of a direction she is choosing to go. Very certain. Her intuition is strong. She's trusting in her own power because of the page of cauldrons, which is the page of cups. But it is the page, so she's got a lot to learn in the realm of her own emotions, but she is heading in the right direction already. She's manifesting something. And I think she's manifesting love, connection, joy, some high and exciting emotion. Now the father, or the emperor in this case, he is more concerned with his material world, but he's having a hard time as like how to get it, how to sustain it, how to develop it, how to invest in it, or something like that. Even though he is the father, his foundation is a little rocky. There could be fear involved because when your foundation is that uncertain or not that rocky, I can't tell the level of instability here, but there is a sense of uncertainty which can make the foundation feel a little insecure. And I'm not saying emotionally, I'm just saying. So like the fear part is losing that stability that he already has. I mean, the knight is here, the knight is one after the page, so it's not that he's ignorant to it or anything. I think there's a lack of direction as where to take his either lineage or finances or growing his securing in his foundation. Now, if this is you, both people is represented by you, by your masculine and feminine, there is an imbalance here. Because on one end, your feminine is flourishing, your masculine is a little insecure. And I remember reading somewhere where it was saying like, it's time to get back into our feminine because we were working on our masculine for a while, especially all of last year. That it's now time to step into our feminine and to embrace and accept. If we were working on our masculine last year, you did a great job. I mean, your masculine is the emperor, the father. It's a good place to be as a masculine. It's sure, it's strong, it's protective, it's guiding. But there's one little area, I think it's more like a belief in yourself, that is a little rocky. In one little tiny, like literally a 1% of you, that rippling into your mind that you won't be able to sustain, or won't be able to sustain, or you won't be able to, or you don't know how to move further up in your life when it comes to the material world. Now your feminine, I feel, brings a lot of hope into the equation because of the page. The page is very like the Fool card. It's a very new, innocent approach to something, and in this case, emotions. So it's very optimistic. She's not jaded yet. She has a very strong intuition because, your feminine is a very strong, both your masculine and feminine are very strong. Like I said, this is represented by your masculine and your feminine. Now, if you want to put this as a male or female in your life, then look at it accordingly. But the feminine and the masculine are both very strong. The feminine is a little more like ready to take on the world because she has like a brighter, new sense of view on, what's to come. Her heart is on her sleeve at this point. And her intuition or discernment is very high. She can navigate safely. I think your feminine is safe right now. The masculine, you can fall on your masculine for guidance. I'm sensing a big but because of this reverse night. But there's still work that needs to be done to solidify your strength in your masculine. Because if the knight was upright, imagine the king with his knight. His knight knows where to go, what to do. He can rely on his knight to take his kingdom further, because knights go into battle and conquer other areas, and then the king takes over that area. So the kings really rely on their knights for protection, for guidance, because they're kind of like advisors as well, or they have their own advisor, but the knight is on the battlefield, so they have a broader sense on what is actually going on. When he's in reverse, I don't know, there's something about it not... Sorry. There's something about it not... Yeah, I wanted to see what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, another knight. And this time, it's the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is the overall energy thus far. What's under it? The Devil. And I did say masculine and feminine. Alright, I'm just gonna look. So we have the Devil card here. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse here. So yeah. Now both the cup that we have the page upright, that optimistic, but I think it's with the now seeing the Knight of Cups in reverse, which is the next card from the page. It feels not just optimistic but unrealistic approach to something. And I think it's unrealistic because both aspects of yourself is bounded by something that is debilitating you in some way in your life because of the shadow card. This is both masculine, feminine and masculine, which is either you and someone else or just two aspects of yourself that is chained by illusion. I say illusion because the devil is always depicted, the people in the card and the devil card are always depicted with chains wrapped around their necks and stuff and hands. But if you look closely at any of them, you will notice that the chains are loose around their neck, so they can take them off. And the chains are represented by attachments to something that's not helping them move forward or grow. It's keeping them stuck, quote unquote stuck. They're not, but they are willingly placing themselves in the chains of the devil, which is always represented by addictions. Like, you can stop, but you don't want to stop because it's fulfilling something. And that might be why the page, your feminine side, the page is upright and the knight is in reverse, because the knight speaks of movement. And when it's in reverse, it's like a delay. It's it has like a stuck feeling. That's why I was sensing that in the masculine. There's a sense of stuckness when it comes to moving on materialistically. So I don't know if they're money wise is short, or they're doing something with their money that's preventing them to move forward, like either spending all of it and not saving, because the devil card now is for the underneath the overall energy of the, with the knight in reverse and cups is emotions. It's a little heavier now because there's something that's handicapping both your masculine and feminine that I think is what's causing it to be imbalanced. Or not even imbalanced, just weak. Even though your masculine and feminine is strong cards, there's a weakness from the shadow that's tied to something emotional in both of you or in you, that's preventing you to like move forward in both the realms of material and the realms of emotions to reach higher planes. Now, underneath the shadow, I like what's next. Is the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is a even exchange, or not an even exchange. It's giving and receiving, but giving in just the right amount. It's like the universe giving you exactly what you need, not more, not less. And receiving exactly what you need, not more, not less. It's like a very balanced flow. And you can see the people at the bottom like reaching out for those coins that the universe is giving you. That could be you and them, you know? This could be both aspects of you because there's two sets of hands there, so. Because underneath that now, I'm going to stop there because it's in reverse, but the next card we have is Four of Pentacles. There's a lot of pentacles here. And this card speaks of holding tight to your money. So there's definitely something kind of loose when it comes to finances and fear. I literally just lost interest in reading. Because I would rather watch TV and finish what I'm doing. Because I feel like I'm wasting time. That Knight of Cups feels subconscious to the Page of Cups, to the High Priestess. It's like, on the surface, she looks... But then, under the surface, she's... not even believing in what she's saying. That unrealistic part. This... the devil plays a big part in your masculine and feminine. Now, this could also be an outdated look on what masculine and feminine really is. Like the man has to be the strong provider and all that stuff, but your masculine's not even believing in that. Then your feminine should be nurturing and this and that, but your feminine's not believing in that. deep down. It's like you're holding on to some false sense of foundation, which is also kind of like an identity. The Six of Shields feels very limiting, even though it's the universe giving you exactly what you want or need, not want. I think you're wanting more from a false sense of self. It's like you need to figure out who you are, because right now you're, like I said, the father, the high priestess, both aspects are very strong, but I feel like they're both stubborn. They both don't believe in what their role is. The father doesn't want to do anything. The mother wants to find depth. Or the high priestess, which I'm catching as the mother. They're both chained to a false sense of self. And that's the shadow. That's what he sees in you. He knows the devil. I love the devil card in this reading. It's looking dead into your soul and manipulating you into like a comfort zone. It's safer to be here than there. Like putting fear and doubt in you. This almost feels like the devil because of how I placed it, to be honest. I said the universe, but that's usually sometimes how I see it. You see this? This is the universe passing down exactly what you need, and you both people here are reaching up in almost like a desperate sense for security, but that's a false sense of self-security. This is handicapping. This is comfort zone to the point of no growth. That's the shadow. And both of you don't even need to be that desperate for whatever it is. That's why the king can't move forward. And that's why the queen, or the mother, or the high priestess, seems to be able to move forward with the page here upright, but the next one subconsciously isn't moving forward either. Look at these, both knights are in reverse. And I feel like, and even the colors are matching them. Blue, red. The father is all about the material sense, because with material comes a solid foundation and building and growing, and then the mother nurturing the cups. Both of you are in your shadows. It's hard. I'm trying to read it as like two aspects of yourself. It's saying this Six of Shields is a lie. You're being given exactly what you need to stay in the shadow self. It's like you're giving yourself exactly what you feel like you need to stay in a certain particular situation within yourself and in your environment. Like, I'm just drinking a little bit. That's the shadow self saying that you just need a little bit. But like when I was in rehab, they said like 1 beer a day is still an alcoholic. Even if you just have 1 beer for every day, you're still an alcoholic, because there's some people who are looking forward to that 1 beer, and that attachment to that beer, 1 beer, is enough to make you an alcoholic. Because if you don't have that 1 beer that day, you might be thrown off. Because that's what an addict is all about. They're like thinking about it, anticipating it, setting reservations for it. And that's just an example of how little you're being given and you're desperate for it. But you really don't need to be. But you're in this space, this dark space, subconsciously, I feel. because this is subconscious. This is conscious is you're getting what you're being given. Subconscious is you're getting what you're giving yourself, and being put in this very stuck place. There's two people in the same boat, different chapter. Same book, different chapter. The Four of Shields is a very cold card. It's not moving. It's stubborn. It's a very stubborn card. Four of Pentacles. It's holding on to what they have and only giving very little. It's not giving a whole lot. Sometimes it speaks about saving, but that's not what I'm getting right now. It almost feels like the Six of Cups, how the universe, or the devil, you should say, in disguise, is giving off the impression that they're keeping things balanced, but really they're holding back a lot, because if they know, I don't know who they are, but they know if they give any more, that you will grow as a person and reach higher ground. But they're not going to do that. They're just going to give you bare minimum, which is that one pentacle that's out when really there's four. I don't know if you're still with me, because I'm barely there myself. There is somebody in control of your development. And they're playing they seem to be playing fair, but they're not. They're playing very like hidden agenda and selfish. This is how I'm seeing this right now. You know how I related these two cards together? This is the balance card. Look, there's even a balance and scale. He's dispersing the coins to the needy people below. But then I put this here as in like, y'all are the needy people. But you're really not, because you know you're in those false illusional chains, and the devil is looking over, which I think is this person. Now I put this card above it because that's what he's giving, bare minimum. That one giant coin, dispersed it equally into two desperate hands, which is really you two. It's a way of being that is no longer suiting you anymore. It's literally gonna make you dependent on this source. Now this could be a job, because I'm getting a lot of pentacles. The masculine could be working hard on a fruitless endeavor, and the feminine is reverting back to innocence, because her own fucking knight is in reverse. I don't know. It's like right now you're two strong individuals and you're weak. You're being weakened. So what the hell to do? The masculine? Here you go, death. Feminine. The Ace of Wands. So I was like, what to do? And I'm looking at the masculine and the feminine as two different people, or just aspects of yourself. Your masculine needs to go through an ego death. I think they're too full of themselves. And it's only like that because of what is being given, that minimal give from the universe or your job or another person who's in charge of your finances and stuff like that, who has influence on your finances, is making you feel, even though you are the king, the father, the emperor, there is that weakened sense of insecurity, like insecure, not secure in your foundation, like insecure in your foundation. And I mean, he is represented with a volcano on his head, and it just feels very angry and forceful, and it's in the head. So the ego, I feel, resides in the head. It's all in the head. You're thinking that you're hot shit, but you're really stuck in this image that you think you are, when really you can't even put two and two together. I don't know why I was gonna say that, but that's not really what I wanted to say. But that's what came up when I was saying what I was saying. So Death card has appeared for the masculine. That's the same cauldron that's in the High Priestess card. The feminine, which is represented by the High Priestess, got the Ace of Wands, another cauldron. She is definitely cooking up something. And it could be an opportunity. An opportunity to create. At least consciously, she's connected to her more emotional self, which is good for the feminine to be connected to her emotional self, because the feminine is a nurturing energy. And you have to be in a good place in your heart to be able to really live up to your feminine side, because love spews out of there from that side of you. Your masculine is a little more rigid, but it's almost the same energy, just a little harder than soft. But right now your masculine can't even do what the masculine is supposed to do because ego. So ego death is happening over there. Feminine is trying to create. She's a creator. That's what she does. She's an alchemist. And with a little bit of optimism, even though it's a little unrealistic because of the Knight of Cups, it's still at least an opportunity to create something. And that's what's popping out. That's what she's creating. An Ace of Wands. I got 2 cards by accident. The king is going to have a hard time. The father is going to have a hard time trying to go through that ego death, because men, they were brought up to believe that they were the biggest stick in the room. It's hard for a man to come to terms with who they really are, because that's just not in the books for being a man. You're not allowed to do that. You're just supposed to conquer. The feminine, I feel like the feminine side is going through a lot of work and realization. She's turning into the Queen of Swords. You know, I put it this way because it made more sense, but what if the king, after the ego death, turns into the Queen of Swords? And that means the king and the queen, that's putting a little nurturing touch to the king. That's allowing the feminine to merge with the king. I mean the masculine. But it's the Queen of Swords, so it's still like. Now the feminine, she created an opportunity, but then her knight is still in reverse because she got the Knight of Wands. She created a wand for opportunity, but now the opportunity she did, it's in reverse. And I think it's only in reverse because her heart is unrealistic, so it's giving unrealistic opportunities. Her knight is in reverse, so there's still a halt there. So I feel like there's like a lot of work that needs to be done with your masculine and your feminine side. You really need to understand what your masculine is and really understand what your feminine is and where they're at, because they're stuck in some sort of loop. They're stuck trying, but there's this shadow, this darkness, that's not allowing you to fully flourish into your highest selves. you're relying too hard on what is being given, and it could be society, it could be your job, I don't know. There's something that's being given that's just not enough, and it's keeping you in this weakened state, and in that weak state you cannot develop anything great. Even though I feel there's senses of trying, but if you have this chain wrapped around your neck from the devil card, you really can't go far, because that chain is going to pull you right back. You have to take them off and look at them in the face, the chains, and walk away from those chains. Like, you can't walk around with those chains on, and I feel like that's what's happening, and it's just getting you so far. What is this reading all about? Give me a message. I was like, give me a message, and the bottom card is messages. Feather. Give me some sense of guidance on what this reading is all about. Coins. Yeah, because that's all I see is pentacles, pentacles, pentacles. Good luck. Interesting. And I was just watching Luck, this movie on Apple TV. It's a kids movie. It was really nice, and it was talking about good luck and stuff like that, so it's cool. And it was talking about pennies, like lucky pennies and stuff like that. Coins, luck. Let's read it. Number 10, completion. Have you heard the phrase, see a penny, pick it up all day long, you'll have good luck? As the saying suggests, finding coins along your path is a positive sign. This is an auspicious time when wonderful things can occur that you did not expect. You could be at the right place at the right time, or have a streak of consecutive wins. The possibilities are endless with this card, and anything that once seemed improbable can happen in this moment. This luck can manifest in many ways, including beautiful coincidence. You may meet someone who has the contacts you've been looking for, or even receive a prize or monetary gift. Coins are also messages from the spirit world, and seeing them is a sign from a spirit or ancestor that luck is on your side. Additional meanings to this card. A luck streak is approaching. Opportunities out of the blue. The spirit world is saying hello. I like that, because honestly, this whole thing right now was giving me Berserk vibes. This, like, right when you feel like things are moving along, things revert back. And they only revert back because it's like a dog on a chain. They're like, and they get yanked back because they're on that chain. That's what I feel with this devil card, literally. So to see this coins good luck card, it's random, and it literally means like unexpected good luck, where you never thought it would actually, like something just almost like a miracle. I don't know what kind of miracle, but I like this coin card. It's like, yes, we need a win here, because I feel like you're really doing the work. Either it's you, balancing your masculine and feminine, you're really putting in the work, but there's that shadow that just kind of like taints. Oh my god, it's like bad luck almost. Bad luck is the shadow card. And I'm picking at my thumb finger. Well, luck is coming, and I don't know when, and I don't know how, but there's gonna be a point where you think, I don't know. Luck is random. What should they do? How should we move forward? Hello again. Recycle. Recovery. Hello again. Didn't I say it's like you're in some weird cycle? Well, there's gonna be a recycle. Eco-friendly though. So there might be another site go around in the same sitch, but it's going to be a little different. Let's read it. I'm trying to think, and I'm like, yeah. 21. When materials such as boxes or plastics are placed in a recycling bin, it is with the intention that they will be converted into something else just as useful as the original product. Think about your ability to bounce back in a very similar way. This card is an indication that things are coming full circle. This is a period of restoration and recovery. If you have experienced hardships or setbacks, setbacks is exactly what these knights are showing me. There's so many knights and they're all in reverse. It's like, why are we not moving forward? We're making progress, but we're not moving forward. Like, what is going on? If you have experienced hardships or setbacks, you will be renewed and made whole again. Don't get caught up in how this should look or present itself, because it may surprise you. Additional meanings, opportunities to recoup any losses, heal from past hurts, renewal. Just like it said, it'll come as a surprise, just like the coins, good luck. Like, luck is random, so when it does happen, it's always a surprise. It's like, wow, that's amazing. And then people chalk it up as good luck because it's something that was once you couldn't perceive whatever the good luck is to happen. Like, it's so random, and the way it is, it's like unexpected. So don't lose hope on hope itself. I want to say keep doing what you're doing, but in a way, yes, but in a way, like, reevaluate or evaluate where you are in life and what is actually happening. Find the loop, find what's been repeating, find where things are falling short. Like, do that work. Why can't you get to where you're at? Like, ask yourself those really hard questions, because it's mostly to do with yourself. This is not just the devil at work. This is you allowing yourself to be in this dark space. You're choosing to be there, so there is fear involved of keeping up, maybe, with whatever successes you're trying to reach. To each their own on that one, but that's all I got. Just don't lose hope on better days and better things, and in yourself, to be honest. But you do need to, like, look within and see what's up. All right, that's it. That's all I got. I really hope this helped. Kind of left me a little like, fuck. But good at the same time. It's weird. So until the next one, have a beautiful day. Take it easy. Bye.